Welcome to True Simulation Sports.
Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Turing, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to True Simulation Sports. We're going up against the Miami Heat in our association. We're 3-0 and they're 4-0, and somebody has to get their first loss.
Well, they came out on top of what was a very heated conference finals last postseason, so that should add a little something extra to the atmosphere here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston.
We're on the road, but that's okay. You can come into their house and take a win.
Rajon Rondo and Avery Bradley out there in the backcourt.
All right, let's get it.
In at the free spot. And for the Heat, Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt.
Yep.
Shane Battier is out there with LeBron James. And it's Bosh in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Chalmers. Coming off a stellar performance against the
Stay with him, Bass.
LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Back to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Over Bass. And it's
Good board,
LeBron
Pierce.
missing. And you know,
all right,
maybe
let's
a
start it
little
out.
bit of
Set it
yapping
up.
out there, some words exchanged.
We call that jaw-jacking in basketball parlance. Maybe a little bit of that going on. You know, it's tough. You get a chance to redeem yourself a little here, but it doesn't mean much compared to
There you go,
playoffs.
Pierce. Way to start us
Gets
out.
it to go. Pierce has got the
All right,
first
set it up,
basket of the game
defense.
for the Celtics.
Defense is going to win us this game.
Chalmers dishes to Wade. Back to Chalmers. Passes it to Wade. Guarded by Bradley. Fades away. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound.
Rajon Rondo is one of those players who's capable of putting up crazy numbers offensively. Last season he had a game where he had 15 points, 20 assists, and 15 rebounds. I don't know if anybody else in the league can do that kind of thing.
The defense that time didn't do quite an effort to stop him when he gets in tight.
Back to LeBron. Feeds it to Chalmers.
Stay with him.
Over Rondo. And again, it's the Heat missing. You know, you mentioned that statistical feat for Rondo, the 15, 20, 15 game. He's one of only 3 players in league history ever to do it.
Yeah, and he's had some of his biggest, most impactful games, Kevin, in the playoffs, which is even more.
Add alley-oop,
On any
that's
given
okay.
night, he can simply take over a game, and he can do it without scoring.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of
Cut him
cottonmouth
off, cut
there,
him off.
dry spell for sure.
LeBron passes to Chalmers. T-Wade on the wing. Wade gets a screen from Bosh. Wade, good.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
Just let Wade get in the paint. Let him
You know,
take it to the
another
basket
year where
like that.
Miami was expected to finish atop the East, but once again finished second to the Bulls as the 2 seed. You figure it's just a matter of time, though, before at some point they romp through the regular season.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosh. And it's Allen in for Shane Battier. Back to Miami, their conference record was a phenomenal. Steve, 35-13. You know, even while they were dealing with injury. You know, Wade missed some games. They lost a lot of guys at various points of the season.
But they got them back to win a
Come on, Pierce. Come on, Pierce.
Even though Wade was hobbled during the playoffs, he played extremely well in the finals, as did LeBron.
Take
And
your
that's why
time.
Miami was able to get over the hump and win the championship a year ago.
Jeff Green is checked in for Boston. Miami trailing. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Stay with him,
Well,
Green.
They feel it never should have even gotten as far as overtime, but they kept their cool once it did get there, and they finished it off nicely.
Yeah, they got a second life when it got to OT, and they took that chance and ran with it.
6 to shoot. They get it again. Allen kicks to Wade. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. A different look for
Come on,
Miami.
Bradley. Start reaching.
Joel Anthony's checked in for LeBron.
If you're going to
Miller
reach, you got to
comes
be
in
quicker
for
than that.
Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. The Celtics also changing it up. Melo's checked in for Garnett. Sullinger comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Terry in for Avery Bradley.
Good board, Rondo.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Indiana.
They won that game at the offensive end, guys. It almost seemed like they got something out of every possession down the floor.
And Steve, the few times they did come up empty, it didn't really carry over. They never lost their momentum.
What do you take it, Terry?
Nice
What do you
shot
take
by
it?
Terry. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
You know, you look at Rajon Rondo, and the physical stature is not imposing. He's only 6 feet tall.
Everybody stay alert. Stay with your man.
6'9" wingspan and huge hands. So he ends up playing much bigger than you'd expect.
Hands up.
And really a dominant player at that point guard position. Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. When we talked about this game, he said his concern was how to handle Rajon Rondo.
Good job,
He
Green.
said,
Good
listen,
shot.
Rondo has no problem getting into the teeth of the defense and finding his open teammates. We need to make him a jump shooter. Let's see if they can do that, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Cole after Jeff Green's bucket. And Cole kicks to Allen. Down low. And here's Miller. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. And Clark, when you talk about having big hands, you know, the ability to control the ball, how big is that for an NBA player, would you say?
Well, it's a nice asset, but it's not as important as good hands, and his are big and good, so he's got the double whammy there. But having large hands for a guy his size certainly helps him pass the ball, handle it, and retrieve rebounds, too.
And that one's good.
And they're going to need more possessions like that one to try to extend this lead.
And if they have possessions like that, guys, they'll continue to add to their margin and keep that pace going brisk.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
Good drive.
Shot just one free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
You know, something you can point
gotta
to
block that paint.
when you're talking about their areas of
We're gonna have to
success
go
last
zone.
season, free throw shooting.
Here's Barbosa. No good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Your Celtics out in front, up by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
All right, everybody. Again, thank you for watching True Simulation Sports.
The NBA season gains momentum. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go on the road to battle the Washington Wizards next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
John Wall averaging 20 points a game.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, Steve and Clark, your thoughts?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good.
Celtics leading by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bradley and Pierce fill out the wings. Garnett out there with Wilcox.
Come on,
and it's
Garnett, you gotta hit
Barbosa
that.
in at the point. And Miami has possession. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Some really good games going on. How about that Denver one? That's an interesting game.
There's the pass to Wilcox. Back to Barbosa. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Here's Bradley. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Bradley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Celtics.
Avery Bradley, coming out of high school, was considered an elite prospect, an All-American. He didn't really dominate in his only year in Texas and hurt his ankle prior to the 2011 draft workouts. That caused him to fall to the Celtics late in the first round.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. LeBron James
averaging
third.
27 points a
He never
game,
took
third
a
in the
night
league.
off. I mean, it seemed like he was scoring big all season long. Just a terrific year for him.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And the Celtics really like the athleticism and great perimeter defense they saw, Steve, in Bradley. People went on to say he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA.
No question, but what I like about him...
Ugly shot by Bolson.
He improved
Come on,
his
you gotta
offensive
hit it.
game dramatically last season as well. He's a great weak side cutter. He really finds his way to the basket for easy layups, and his jump shot has improved as well.
Chalmers, covered by Barbosa. 6 on the shot clock. Chalmers dishes to Wade. And he knocks down the jumper. Wade's got 5 points so far.
A little lucky, frankly, but he did get it to go.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, as you know, Shane Battier is known for his defense. On the offensive end, he is mostly a spot-up shooter. His favorite shot, the corner 3. When asked to explain why it's so effective, not surprisingly, he said the corner 3 is the most efficient shot because it's the closest to 3. And there's obviously a direct correlation between distance and efficiency. The ratio between distance and efficiency and the extra point is what makes it the most efficient. Like a PhD dissertation, gentlemen, from Shane Battier.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he?
Tell him get off me. Get off. So get off me.
Good from Garnett.
Come on, Garnett. Talk to him out there.
Really proficient from that mid-range.
Can't hold you.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here's Cole. Allen outside. Over Terry. Allen's shot is off. And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany, and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
The Heat trail by 6. And Cole kicks to Miller. Haslam a screen on Green. Here's Miller. There's the bucket. Good. Miller's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
And Green gets it to go. 59 seconds left in the first half. Allen passes to Cole. Lewis a screen on run. Here's Cole. Drop steps. He lays it in.
Come on, guys, they're killing us in the paint.
First bucket of the night.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he's one of the shiftiest
players
Rondo,
let's
in
knock
the
him
NBA,
down.
Kevin. The speed, the athleticism, the quick handle. So he's always catching defenses off guard. You see him really kind of going one way, getting the defense to lean, and then quick crossover, and all of a sudden he's at the rim.
Well, along those lines, he uses his speed in other situations too, Steve. I mean, he'll be the first one to run down a long rebound or a loose ball, and because of that, his rebound totals really add up. You add in how good he is at finding the open man, real deal Rondo, I call him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Zellinger. Pierce comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Jason Terry. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw.
Well, that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he wasn't.
Gotta get back, guys.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
From 11 feet away, good. And the Celtics lead by 5. Chalmers with it. LeBron outside. 1 second left. No good on that last second attempt there.
All right, everybody, that's the end of the first half. Again, thank you for watching True Simulation Sports.
23. Folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights.